Well, guys, we're certainly doing a lot better. Welcome back, guys, to our Rebuilding Arsenal save, where we attempt to be better than Arteta. Today, we're going to have two games for you. First, a Premier League game against third place Man United, and our first Europa League game against Sparta. Before we get into that though, guys, if you do enjoy this episode, please do drop a like down below the video and subscribe to the channel. If you push that little notification bell, you will get told every time I upload content, and it really does help with the YouTube algorithm and help out the channel in general. It would be very, very much appreciated. Enough of that for now though, guys. Let's have a look at our results since you were last with me. The last match you would have seen would have been the match against Leeds, which was a 3-0 win. Since then, we've been on a little bit of a run. We've won 2-0 against Everton, 4-1 against Sheffield United, 2-0 against Tottenham in the league, with 2 goals from Sebastian Coates. I'm more impressed by this, by the fact that Kieran Tierney was sent off in the 12th minute, and we've still managed to come away with a 2-0 win against our London rivals. Most recently, we've also just had a 3-0 win against a Millwall side with a very heavily rotated squad. You can see it over here on the right. It definitely wasn't our first choice 11, but it was on Thursday, and knowing we had Man United coming up on Sunday, we wanted to keep the team fresh. The Premier League currently looks like this. We are second place, level on points with Liverpool, who are top. They are beating us out on goal difference. We're not scoring as many as maybe we could do, but we aren't conceding many either, which is quite nice. We've both got 6 wins and a draw so far in the Premier League. We are the only 2 teams currently undefeated, and today we do face, as I mentioned, third place Man United. So let's get over to that game and hopefully solidify our place near that top of the table. This is the team we will be going with today. It's Livakovic in goal, back 4 of Tavares, Gabriel, Coates and Mbemba. We've got Ward-Prowse and Neves in our midfield. Smith Rowe, Odegaard, Saka and Abraham are front 4. People missing today, just Kieran Tierney, who is suspended from that red card that I just mentioned in the match against Tottenham. I'm thinking everyone is pretty fully fit. I don't think any of these guys actually started the match against Millwall that's just gone, so they've had a nice week off. Maybe a couple of them came on as subs. I can't quite remember who was subbed on and who wasn't. I've slept since I played that game. We're going to encourage the guys to go out and put on a worthy display for us today. Is Cristiano Ronaldo playing? I haven't seen the Man United. We're not going to see the Man United lineup. It is over here though. We've got Cristiano Ronaldo up front, Sancho, Fernandes, Greenwood, Marino, who I tried to sign last season, Van de Beek, Shaw, Bastoni, Varane, Van Bissaka and De Gea. So pretty much a fairly standard Man United side for this save at least. Yeah, hopefully we can come out of this one with a win. That would be very, very nice. Keep us on our unbeaten run. A draw, I guess, would be acceptable. Liverpool, if I remember rightly, are playing Norwich today, who are down in 18th, so I would expect them to win that match. So I can't see them dropping points and letting us in today. We are going to have to force ourselves into that top position, and as I've said that, I'm guessing Liverpool, yeah, they've just gone 1-0 up through Fabinho because they are now 2 points ahead of us, top of the table. Man United, obviously, like I said, are in third, but they do also have a game in hand, and as it stands, they're still 2 points behind us, so we are slightly clear at the top of the table, which is quite nice. We're going to see a Bruno Fernandes free kick here onto Van der Beek's head. It's hit the crossbar. Very, very close there for Man United. We do want to be starting to see some replays or some highlights of our own attacks here. Would be wonderful. It really, really would. We are going to see something here. Tavares, Odegaard picking it up again after it was cleared by the Man United defender. And we've got Coates and passing it over to Ruben Neves, and we're just going to hold up the ball nicely here. Regroup a little bit, get everyone into position. It's Ward-Prowse over to Ruben Neves, through to Odegaard to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe with a shot on goal, but De Gea is more than equal to it. We're just going to tell Tavares to ease off tackles as well. That's not the best corner I've seen us take this season, and it does look like Man United were going on a counter-attack there, but I guess nothing came of it because we're not going to see a highlight of it. Very, very quiet match so far. Not too many highlights in this one. I think we've seen 2. Definitely on XG here, we are looking like the best team in this first half. Varane has just got a yellow card as well. We're definitely looking like the best team, but I'm also guessing we're kind of cancelling each other out a little bit because the complete lack of highlights in this first half would signal to me that there hasn't been a lot going on, and we do need to be better than that in the second half. Let's pump our fists a bit. Tell them we've been the better team. Tell them they haven't been that bad, but hopefully they can improve. Tammy Abraham's been pretty good so far this season. We did see that, of course, in our matches in the last episode, but he has continued on a pretty good scoring form as well, which is nice to see because obviously we did spend a bit of money on him, and he is here to bring in the goals that potentially we were missing, and he has done that. This is not a very good indication of that, and we do look like we are getting overrun a little bit by Man United here, so we're going to drop to a cautious mentality because we are at Old Trafford. I guess it is a bit of a scary place to go. We're going to just drop down to cautious, ease off a bit, and try and regroup and solidify defensively, and then hopefully go up the other end and I guess nick one off a set piece or something. Shaw coming forward there to Ronaldo, and if you do let Ronaldo in Fm22 get the ball sent over to his head, that is going to be the result. It's a good ball out to Shaw, but no one out there tracking him. We do try and get across, but nowhere near quick enough. Not enough pressing for my liking. Gabriel there trying to stand up to Ronaldo and getting a little bit overpowered. Come on now, guys. We don't want this to be our first loss of the season, not to United. Let's go up the other end. Let's get a goal. Let's try and do something here. We'll go back to a positive mentality, and we are in the 63rd minute. Odegaard is looking very tired in particular, which is a little bit annoying. So we'll get him off. Let's bring on Isco. And we got to try and get something out of this match here now. Coming up to the 70th minute at the moment. I'm not too scared of going full out attack should I need to. I'd rather not, but I will do it if I have to. And Mbemba can't play over there. This is very annoying because I don't actually have, unless I'm mistaken, anyone that can play over on the left. I guess in this case, just because of the tiredness, we drop Saka back to left back, which isn't ideal, especially defensively, but it does allow us to make that substitution. And let's bring on Alvarez. He's been in decent form. He played it as a centre attacking mid against Millwall and was pretty good, in all honesty. We're going to go attacking here. Fire up the team. It is our highlight. It's a throw-in. Mbemba's going to take it. Launches it in. Abraham's got his head to it, but only to pass it back to Mbemba. Ruben Neves also out to Mbemba. Tammy Abraham gets his head to it a second time, but can't turn the ball into the back of the net. And coming up near to the end of the game, we're in the last quarter of an hour here. Smith Rowe's on a 6.1, which is horrific. So we'll bring on Holzek, and hopefully his pace and his energy at the end of the game can bring something to us from the jaws of defeat. Anything would be nice, guys. I don't think we've actually seen us have a shot on target in any of these highlights, which is very, very frustrating, and we've definitely been vastly bettered by Man United at Old Trafford here, and it does look like we're going to be losing our first game of the season, which is very, very, very unfortunate because we had been on a fantastic run. It is going to put us 3 points behind Liverpool. It will drop us to 3rd place. If we do win our next game, though, we'll be able to regain that 2nd place spot off of Man United because they are only 1 point ahead of us and we've got a game in hand as well. So I guess now we turn our attention over to the Europa League and our match against Sparta. So here is our team for the Europa League match against Sparta. We've got Ramsdale in goal. He's coming in to replace Livakovic and give Ramsdale a bit of game time. He hasn't played a lot in the league, if at all, this season. Tierney makes his return over on the left. Gabriel and Coates remain in the centre of our defence. Lamptey over on the right. Ward-Prowse and Neves in midfield. Holzek coming in for Smith Rowe because Smith Rowe had a stinker against Manchester United. Odegaard, Hudson-Odoi and Tammy Abraham is nice as well. It's taken us a whole season, but we have got some of these lovely green lines starting to show up as well amongst some of our players. They are always a positive thing to see as a football manager. Can you imagine if you could see those in real life? That would be mad. Just like Google Glass on your glasses, having a look at it, and you've just got all these lines. Oh, those guys play quite well together. I think we shall play Tierney and Holzek today because they've got good dynamics. It's the future. I'm telling you, it is the future of the football game. The first highlight there is from Zenit, although it is only a massive pass forward that's pretty easily picked up by our defence and headed back to Ramsdale. Hopefully here we can launch a counter-attack of our own. Gabriel's going on a little run through the centre of midfield. We get the ball out to Tierney. Tierney into the box, and Abraham does get his head to it, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. We are going to see a corner from the cheat code. Ward-Prowse it into Gabriel. Keeper just about deals with it there, but their defence does have to make a big clearance to ensure that we don't follow up on it. It's a throw-in from Tierney here into Coates as well, and again the keeper gets to it, but we are definitely on the front foot in this match, which is a vast improvement compared to the match against Manchester United. Sparta on the attack here though. Hopefully someone from our defence can actually go in, put their foot in here, make a tackle. We are pressing a bit better. We have pushed them all the way back into our own half, and Abraham's actually nicked it. He's through on goal. The pressure gets to him, and he spoons it into Rosed. It was a good chance. Other than that, you know, next time maybe hit the back of the net, or at least the target would be a good idea. Free kick from Ward-Prowse here though, nothing coming of it. It is headed away from their box into midfield. Hudson-Odoi cross into Holzek. It is in, but I'm not celebrating yet because we are appealing for offside here in the Sparta camp. But the goal has been awarded, and now we can celebrate. It's our first goal of European football in the save. It's Tierney out to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi does manage to get a cross in just for Holzek to side foot into the back of the net. We will take that 1-0 up inside the first 15 minutes. Technically, it says 16 on the clock. I respectfully disagree. Tierney out to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse spraying that out to the right side of midfield. Hudson-Odoi to pick up. Lamptey's gone down under a tackle, and we are going to VAR once again to determine whether that was in the box. Is it going to be a free kick or a penalty here? Virtual assistant referee is checking his watch. It's no penalty. It is only a free kick. Although this free kick is still definitely within Ward-Prowse range. If he delivers it properly, it's as good as a penalty. He does deliver it pretty well. We do literally nothing with it. Odegaard runs it off the pitch. And that's the end of the highlight. Look at our XG here, he says, as it disappears. Look at our XG here compared to those. There's though 1.09. It's not bad for the first 20 odd minutes of football. Good ball there from Neves out to Holzek. Passes it out to Tierney, who's going to cross it into the box. Abraham didn't even attempt to attack that ball. And I'm very, very disappointed in him. Back out to Lamptey though. Can we have a second bite of the cherry? It's Holzek again. Definitely coming in and proving to me exactly why we are starting him above Smith Rowe here. And apparently he's just scored against his old team. It's a good ball from Lamptey though. Come right in. Holzek does get his head to it. I've said before I don't think his heading is that amazing, but he does seem to score in a surprising amount with his head. His heading's actually 10. So it's pretty useless. And yeah, we did buy him from Sparta for 2.9 million. He had an alright first season. I feel like he's going to have a better second season with us here at Arsenal. Gabriel has also got a yellow card, so we're just telling him to ease off tackles while we see the start of this highlight, which I think is straight from kickoff for Sparta here. They are coming forward, but be honest, they don't seem to have any real oomph to their attack. It's kind of just pass it around and hope it eventually ends up there. It doesn't again. Lamperty cuts out that cross. And Lamperty also takes a knock himself. That's very unfortunate. I do have Tomiyasu on the bench though, so we're just going to bring Tomiyasu straight on. Bit unfortunate this early on in the game to get an injury, but we deal with it. Tierney with a big throw into the box there. Coates has got his head to it. Goalkeeper didn't even seem to attempt to jump for that. Yeah, the text at the bottom saying that he made the wrong decision to come for the ball. Completely ballsed it up. It's a good long throw. I haven't seen a lot of those this season, but when they come off, they are pretty good. And we're 3-0 up. Our possession stats are fairly scary reading, but Sparta Prague, when they have the ball, just aren't really doing anything with it. I say Sparta Prague. Is it Sparta Prague? We're just going to keep calling them Sparta in case I'm talking about completely the wrong team. Sparta, not doing a lot with the ball, not doing a lot with possession when they do have it. They've only had one shot. It's not on target even. We're 3-0 up. We've had 17 shots in this first half. 10 of them are on target, which I'd like it to be a bit more, but I guess it's not too bad of a ratio. It's over 50%. We can live with over 50%, especially when we're 3-0 up. Gonna outstretch our arms. We've had a lot of shots on target. I thought that said we've not had a lot of shots on target and was completely disproving what I'd said 30 seconds previous. But we just go again. More of the same in the second half. Please and thank you, lads. Definitely noting as well, before I say that, Ward-Prowse into Gabriel. It was an offside anyway, and there's a free kick, but he cluttered that crossbar with his header. I am noticing definitely, if you're playing FM22, I'd imagine you found the same. Rotation is absolutely key. Another big throw in from Tierney. Goalkeeper doesn't get to it again. It's a goal from Gabriel off of a header and another set piece. I don't really know what to say about their goalkeeper. I know we're probably the better team, but he's having a bit of a shocker. He's again come for the ball, not got to it, and is once again punished, this time by Gabriel. Both of our centre-backs scoring. It's always a good day when even your defenders are scoring goals against the team. Tammy Abraham is doing all right here, but we're going to make our second substitution of the game and bring on Alexander Isak. I don't think he's been seen on YouTube this season. I did play him against Millwall, which obviously is not a very big game for him to be playing. But at the moment, like I said, not that he's done much this episode, but Tammy Abraham's been so good that I just haven't been able to drop him. We have got a free kick on the edge of the box here. Ward-Prowse is going to fancy that. Ward-Prowse is going to score his first goal of the season. That was a very, very good free kick. And I was about to say, I think he'll fancy it from that range because he has got very good attributes for free kicks. And he's just bent that one in. Goalkeeper again, getting close to it. Not very close, to be honest. Also seeing Odegaard here is looking a little tired. So we're going to bring on Alvarez in that centre attacking midfield role. It's not really his natural position. But like I said, it admittedly, again, it was a match against Millwall that I played him there. But he had a really, really good match there. Talking of really, really good matches, look at the match stats for this. We're now on 29 shots, 5-0 up. We are all over Sparta here. I don't think I could have asked for a more dominant performance. Ward-Prowse free kick again. It's into Coates, who can't quite get to it this time. And they are going to launch a counter-attack. It's a big ball forward. I do feel like that had to be offside, ref, by several miles. Are we going to get the lovely offside? Oh my god, I was about to say we're going to get the lovely offside rules lines because it was miles offside. That was effectively about half a mile at least. So they have had one shot on target now though in the match, so that's nice for them, I guess. Be nice if Holzek could pop up and just get his hat trick. Not that he needs to particularly, I just think it'd be a nice thing for him to be able to do. But instead of that, we're going to get full time. We're going to get 5-0 win with our first game in Europa League. If we continue like that, this is going to be a bit of a doddle. Mönchengladbach obviously were said in the press conference to be our hardest opponents in this. I feel like that's probably about right, although they have only won 1-0 there. So maybe there'd be a nice easy game as well. Who knows? Lamptey out for 4 to 7 days, then we receive a bit of money. Tierney got 2 assists. Admittedly, both of those assists were off of throw-ins. Looking forward then, our next match isn't until next week. It's this match against FK Krasnodar, who are in the Russian Premier League. What league are Sparta actually in? The Czech Republic. Sparta in the Czech Republic, so they're Czech Republican team. Our next match, as I said, is another match in the Europa League. We then got Brentford, another match in the Europa League. And then we've got some, I'd imagine, a fairly easy run of games. West Brom, Wolves, Aston Villa. Originally, we did have this Liverpool match here, was the one that I mentioned was right against the Man United game. Because of then the Europa League draw, it's got moved so far. It's now actually closer to the Chelsea game. We'll play on forward through some games though, guys, and we'll come back hopefully tomorrow with another couple of games for you, and you can get an update on how we're doing. I do want to try and get through this season before next Tuesday, so Tuesday the 9th is the release of the full game, and will hopefully be the final episode of this series. If I'm not quite finished yet, I will run it a bit longer. I will be doing a non-league to legend save. If you've never seen a non-league to legend save, I would recommend going and watching Lelujo's ones. He does one every year on FM. They are really, really good. So the closest club to my house is going to be Bath City down in the Vanarama South League, so I will be starting with them, and I'll be trying to make my way up the footballing ladder until such a time as I win the Champions League with whatever club that might be. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be really, really cool if some of you guys could come over and have a look at it. If you haven't already, then it is the perfect time to subscribe to the channel. Press that notification bell so you get told when that series and any other episodes get uploaded to the channel. With that though, guys, thank you very much for joining me and watching today. It is very, very much appreciated. Until next time, keep safe, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye.